So check this out, people. 6 months ago, I bought into DJT. I bought in at $33. The stock went up to 55. Then it tanked to 13. I was able to average down to $18.77. Today is Monday the 28th, and the stock now is at $45.41 as of this video. I have two calls on DJT, one to expire on the 15th of November and one in January. Both those calls are up. I am up 500% on my January call and 200% on my call for November 15th. I'm up 140% on my shares. And so for those who are watching DJT, for those who bought into DJT, understand this. Stocks don't go to the moon. And so if you're on YouTube and you're watching these idiots tell you that this stock is going to the moon, to Diamond Hand, the same way they did AMC and GME and lost everything, I'm telling you not to be stupid. There are stocks that you invest in and there are stocks that you trade. And for me, this is a trade. I'm going to sell my call for January. I'm going to sell it after the election if Donald Trump wins. If I sell it now, I'm up 500%. So I'm at a huge profit right now. So, but if I take the chance and hold till after the elections and Donald Trump wins, then I'm going to be at a great advantage as far as the stock is concerned. But for those who are investing into the stock long term, more power to you. If you believe in the stock, if you believe that this is a stock that you can invest into long term, do you just watch yourself, because just like stocks go up, they go down. And I believe that a few weeks after the elections, maybe a couple of months after, who knows, no one can really predict the time, the place, and how the market works. All we can do is analyze things, and based on the numbers and based on the news and based on the trend, we'll know whether to hold or to sell. But to me, this is not a long-term investment. I've already held it short-term for 6 months, and I'm going to sell it as soon as the elections are over. And so for those who are invested into the stock and believe that the stock will do well throughout time, more power to you. I only recommend that you buy into stocks that pay dividends. To me, there's no point in me holding a stock that isn't going to pay me. Because if the stock tanks, if the stock goes down, I'm only going to lose. And when you buy into stocks that pay dividends, you win whether the stock goes up, goes down, or trades sideways, because you get a certain amount of percentage every month towards your investment. And that's how I invest. When I trade sporadically, because I watch the market, I watch the numbers, I watch the stocks that I want to trade in and out of. And sometimes the DD takes days, it takes weeks, and it takes months sometimes, because I don't want to lose. I want to win. I don't get into the market to lose. So I try to play the patient game, the waiting game, because if you wait for the right time, the right moment, you're only going to win. But if you FOMO into a play, into a stock, you're going to lose the majority of the times, because most people who trade lose. They lose. The majority of traders don't win. I don't care what anybody says. You can't beat the market. I win most of the time because I don't trade most of the time. I would rather watch and wait, watch the trend, watch the movements, watch the stock, and based on the news, the stock, the movements, the numbers, I don't care about the books. I don't care what the books say. I don't care what analysts say. I only care what the stock shows, the numbers on the graphs, the algorithms. I create my own internal algorithms. And based on my algorithms, by watching the stock like a crazy person, I'll know when the stock goes up, when it goes down, when it's most active, when it's not most active, when it's trending, when it's not trending. What days the stock does well, what days the stock does bad. What month helps the stock grow and what months help the stock tank. And based on those things, I decide whether or not I want to jump into these stocks. And so I watch about 10 or 15 stocks at a time. And when I feel the time is right, that's when I jump in. And based on the numbers that I've seen throughout the past, the highs that I've watched throughout the past, that's when I sell. And I don't believe that DJT is going to go up much higher after a few weeks after the election. My calls are for $115, and that's just an estimate. I believe the stock could hit $115. That's just that's just my belief, and this is why I made that call. Regardless, I'm up 500% on that stock. I could sell now and at a great profit and have a few $100s extra in my pocket if I want to. And because I am playing the odds, I will hold that stock up until the elections. And I have two calls. One call I will sell as soon as the elections are over, and the other one I will hold until whatever, a few weeks maybe, no more than that. And then I will sell at a profit. Don't be deceived, people. Don't be played. There's no such thing as a MOAS. There's no such thing as a stock going to the moon. If you're going to trade, trade smart. Get your profits. I always recommend that you sell 30% or higher. Don't believe the hype. Do not diamond hand unless you're putting your money into a stock that it's actually paying you. I don't care if you believe in a company. I don't care if you believe in a stock. The market doesn't care what you believe. You have to be smart and you have to trade and invest without what you believe, but based on reality. So in the end, people, be smart, hedge, and in the end, get your money.